Hi guys, a couple of days later, we're back out on the Turd Civic. The last time we left off, you've just seen me do the rockers, which I crudely did. Those are good. And now here's the remainder of what we need for the inspection. Here's our muffler. So $180. Straight bolt on. Actually, it's less than $180. I think it's $172. This was about $10, the gasket. We have some brake shoes for the back and a full spring kit. This was about $32. And the e-brake cable. Believe it or not, this is an e-brake cable from Honda, $28. So I'm going to crack on here, see if I can get these parts installed. If I get these parts installed, we get the car inspected, and it's roadworthy for 2 years. So again, we're going to be into this. I was hoping 2,000. I knocked it back to 1,000. Now I think we're going to be more in the $600 range, or maybe even less. We will get the car oil sprayed after, so there's a bit of an expense there. Anyway, all good. So again, the previous owner of this car was quoted $4,000 for repairs to make this car roadworthy. I took a gamble. I bought the car for $500. They were happy to offload it for $500. Here it is. I got my own opinion, and here it is. We'll do this for about $600. So, yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so under here doing the muffler. A joke, really. Pop the donut onto the resonator. The flange is all ready to go. I reuse the spring bolts from the old one. Clean them up a little bit. Good enough. Save $3. On here, all I had to do is put the slide the muffler into that rubber hanger. That's good to go. I may have to put the camera down, but all I got to do now, see if I can even put this muffler in with one hand. There it is, right there. That's her. That is her. Just got to put the bolts in now. See if I can get these started. Yeah, nothing to it. Nothing to it. I'm going to put these down, 9/16. Our muffler is installed, so our exhaust will be quiet. And then we'll move on to the brakes. Alrighty. Okay, so literally 10 minutes later, our muffler's on. Let's see if she's quieted down a bit. Let's check out the old turd. Come on, old turd. Let's see if you're going to be quiet. Oh yeah, that's smooth. Yeah. Yeah. There's our exhaust. There's our muffler. There's our flange. I don't believe there's anything leaking down here. Let's just check it before it gets too hot. Now, that's a thing of beauty. Even the rubber hangers are in absolute perfect shape. So we got this new tin can. It's actually lifetime warranty, so if this car lasts 2 years and we need another one of these, because these don't last very long, we just got to go back and they'll give us another one. So you can't really beat that. All right, let's jack this car up and take a look at these. Let's take a look at these brake shoes now. Okay, so we got the brake shoes off. Got the old e-brake cable disconnected. So I'm just going to follow it back. There's some, must be 12 or 13 millimeter bolts here. I'm going to carry on, and this goes all the way to the center of the body. I'm going to try and see if I can get this off. See how this goes. I don't think it'll be too bad getting the shoes back on. All right, let's see how we make out. All right, so it's a little bit later. I had to stop and go do a couple of other things, a couple of other errands. Anyway, I'm back. Just finished up the brakes. So everything's back together. New springs, new shoes. Everything looks good. if you ever tackle one of these. That upper spring, by the way, is an absolute bugger. Oh, when you just have standard tools and no, I guess there are brake spring pliers or spring brake pliers, whatever you call them. I don't have those, but this was a bugger to get in, but it's in. All good. I'm going to put the wheel back on, and I'm going to jack the car just so it's up on the passenger side, and I'm going to have to pack it in for tonight. And the next time I come back out, I'm going to finish up this e-brake cable. So, going well. Going well. Okay, I'm going to try to make a video on replacing the emergency brake cable on a 2008 Honda Civic. There's 1,000 videos on YouTube on how to adjust the e-brake cable, but there's not one that shows how to replace the cable itself and how it ties in and stuff. So I'm going to start by removing some of this trim. I think this pops off, that pops off, a couple screws, these two side skirts got to come out. Let's take a closer look at that. There's one. Pop that off by hand. This one must pop off also. Let's give it a try. Oh well, if I can do it with one hand, you can do it too. Maybe I can do it with one hand. Yes, I can. Alright. There's little screws here. One here and one on this side here to take these side panels off. I'm going to put the camera down and try to get a screwdriver. It looks like a Phillips. So we'll attack this, and there's two in here. Don't mind the dirt. Let's try that. Okay, so once the screws are out of your center console, at the very front, see this will release the plastic side pieces, and this is all attached to that center console. Before you pull this out, at the very front in the footwell down here, there is a little push pin like this. So all you got to do is release the push pin, one on each side, and then, excuse me, the entire console will come out. Just like that. The entire console comes out, and then you can then see all the mechanism. There's the cable we're going to replace. Obviously it's all loose because it's disconnected. The new cable is already onto the back wheel. It's just laying in the driveway there. I'm going to try to snake it forward and make it come up through the floor. So the rubber grommet's right here where it comes through the floor. Hopefully I did this the right way. Like I said, I don't know. This is all learning. Whether the cable had to go this way or this way, I don't know. We're going to find out. But anyway, it looks fairly straightforward. The cable is, obviously it should be pretty easy to pop this out of here. And back here, it slides into this mechanism here. Once that's disconnected, we should be able to pop this out. And at the floor, there is a grommet that comes on the cable. I'm hoping I'll just be able to pull this out from down below. So let's take a look outside to see what we're dealing with. Okay, so underneath the car, you see the old cable that we're replacing. Travels this way, goes up to the grommet. Now, it does go right above the exhaust. I don't know if you can see that. And there's a bit of a heat shield there. I don't know if the heat shield has to come down. I'm going to try to leave it and work around, but we'll have to see how this goes. Here's my new cable. And the new cable, if you watch my previous videos, I'm fixing up this old Honda Civic. I call it the old turd Civic because I got it for $500 and needs a lot of work, but I think this is a good little car. We can get this back on the road. This is my new cable from Honda, and it comes with all the clips, so it's pretty self-aligning. I'll take out the old, I'll bolt this one in, and I'll just snake it along all the way until I get to the floor, to the hole in the floor. The old cable is disconnected from the wheel. And there it is. And the new one, if you follow it back, that's all installed and good to go. So let me get my wrench back out. What was this again? I think it's a 12 or 13 mil. I'll reconfirm that in a second. And I'm going to start undoing these bolts. And I'm going to start bolting up the new cable. And with any luck, I can pop this through the floor. And it'll be job done. Let's see if it's that easy. Probably won't. Probably won't be. Okay. A quick twist of this. I got this out of the way. I'm going to go outside. I'm pushing the cable through the floor. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to pull on it. Hopefully take the grommet and everything with. And then with any luck, I'll be able to fish the new cable up through without taking off the heat shield. No guarantees, but I'm going to give it a try. Okay, well, it's that simple. The new cable I just pushed up through the floor. The grommet was pretty much self-aligning. I just went underneath. I gave it a little push to push it in place. Then I took the needle nose and I pinched it a little bit and I pulled it. The rubber's in place. I did not have to remove the heat shield. I slid this in and then I was able to rock this. Once one of these is disconnected, you can rock this back and forth. I was able to twist this wire around and get this in position. Job done. Job done. I've even tried it a couple times. Obviously, you can see the new cable is obviously a lot tighter and shorter than the old one was, because obviously this is the new cable we just did. So I might have to make an adjustment on the back brakes back there. But I do have the wheels off now. I can spin the wheels. I can put the brake on. They both lock up. Job done. So now all I got to do now is put the center console back down. 4 Phillips screws. 2 plastic push pins at the front. One here and one on the other side. And the center console piece. 2 plastic pieces that just clip on. Job done. Easy. I hope this helps. My channel, P Street Garage. That's all for now. Okay, so our brake work is 100% done. Here again is the new e-brake cable coming into this side. We got all new shoes, all good to go. New muffler. There's the arrangement there. I'm going to put this wheel back on, and such a nice day out, I'm going to throw a little bit of rust proofing under this car. So let's take advantage of the weather. I was going to do it up on the hoist up at Larry's shop, but I'm going to do it now. All right, let's do a little bit of rust proofing on the car. Got a couple cans of this fluid film, and a couple cans of rust check. And must have in our climate. We'll get the bad spots first. I've only got a few cans. We'll get the bad spots. We'll get these frame rails. We'll inject in all the holes. We'll get this nice and soaked down, and that should preserve this car for a couple more years, I think. Alrighty. Well, the car's been rust proofed. I used fluid film and rust check. I had 4 cans. This is my application. Should be good for the winter. We may look at it again when we take it up to the shop for getting our final inspection. But as of right now, all the work is done. We just got to wait for an appointment, and we will get our car road legal. Okay. That's all for now.